The canal arose as part of a not so glamorous issue. We have a problem with our sewers in the city of Jeffersonville. So the federal government came through 15 years ago and said there are a whole lot of cities that have this problem and it's polluting our rivers and our streams and we're not going to allow it to happen anymore. In Jeffersonville, you're one of them. So you have to do something about this. Most cities, what they do is they make bigger pipes and they put them in the ground and they say, okay, now we have bigger pipes so they're not going to overflow. We had that option. A lot of people don't realize that those bigger pipes are very, very expensive. Any type of construction below ground is very expensive because of the nature of it. And it's very expensive to maintain. Our mayor, who just so happens to be in his previous life an excavating contractor, knew that, and he said, what about a canal? The canal takes care of that rainwater. It will allow us to capture it before it goes into the sewers. Then we won't have the overflow problem with the sewers, and we'll take care of the rainwater. We also know that we have a problem with flooding in part of town that's in downtown, and we can do the same thing. All the flood waters, we'll capture those and we'll get rid of them via the canal. So we solve two big problems. And because it's an open channel that we can make pretty and we can put businesses around, we can turn that into an economic development opportunity. So now what we've done is we've taken a directive given to us by the government about something that wasn't very glamorous at all, and we've turned it around and we've solved two problems and we've created an opportunity for business and economic development.
And this is the cheapest and best solution to the biggest and worst problem we've got, and that is flooding. And when we can accomplish getting the water out of downtown Jeffersonville in a very organized manner and have it as an asset, that is a plus that is beyond anything anybody can understand.
We've talked a lot about the Riverwalk in San Antonio. That's a good comparison. One of the great comparisons about that is that a lot of people don't realize that the Riverwalk's development started during the Great Depression. So we like to think of that as encouraging because we are starting during an economic recession as well. So we think we're going to have much the same success. And they have tons of vegetation. They have hotels that have lower levels with patios and restaurants and things like that lead right up to the edge of the water. They also have the tour boats, which we're hoping to have something similar to that as well. That's a really good comparison. Richmond, Virginia has canals that are 200, 250 years old that they recently have been renovating certain parts of those. And there are sections of their canals that are very similar as well. Indianapolis Canal in downtown, there are going to be some similarities. The biggest difference is going to be that theirs is more open and straight, and they have a lot of businesses along there like big office buildings and museums, and we're hoping for more foot traffic, for more commercial opportunities, and we're really, one of our goals is what they call placemaking, which means we want to give people a place to congregate, a place to hang out, a place to walk around, so that you have less of this commuter lifestyle and more interaction.
You'll use it on Saturdays and Sundays, and you'll use it when you want to go out and exercise. You'll walk up and down it. It'll have all kind of art on it, and it'll be, we're doing it right. We're spending the money to do it where everybody in Jeffersonville will hold their head up high and say, I'm proud to be from Jeffersonville.
The convention center is planned to be on the west side of what's right now Mulberry Street, right about Chestnut Street. And again, this is right in the middle of, this will be adjacent to where we're planning for the canal to be located. So that will interact very well. And we've had a number of developers tell us that the regional convention center idea is a great idea, but with the canal, it's a home run, because the canal gives so much interest and provides so much interaction with the surrounding area that the commercial opportunities will follow and the community will become more involved with the convention center that way. It is going to make our community more united again. We have a great downtown. Jeffersonville has a great downtown. It's laid out really well. It's open, it's bright. We have a great view of the river and the Louisville skyline, but it's not walked very much. Walkability is a big buzzword right now, and everybody thinks, well, it's just the way you get funding. But the truth of the matter is the canal is going to make this an area that people want to walk, they want to gather. I think it's going to heighten awareness of what our community is and what the good points of it are. It's going to be pretty, of course. Our intent is that it will be very clean. That's one of our goals. And it's going to make the people of Jeffersonville feel more like, I want to be in Jeffersonville, I want to hang out here, and other people are going to as well.